Welcome and good afternoon. Today is June 26, 2023, and this is our Thursday on Mute and Recharge. And with me, I have Marco Torres and Deborah Pingle. Just some housekeeping rules. Remember to please keep your mic muted. Please feel free to type questions in the chat section. If you have not registered on the professional development system, do so by going to session ID number 248339. And remember to always check in with remote checking code PSJA Tech on the PD system. Starting us off, Elizabeth Perez, teacher from what elementary campus? We'll figure out right now. Go ahead, Elizabeth, take it away.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody, and it's nice to see everyone and welcome. I'm a fourth grade teacher. This year, I am the math teacher, have been the math teacher for the past 3-4 years. We're rotating. So now I'm strictly in charge of math. And so I'm trying to entice the kids to think outside the box.
Yay. Now, Elizabeth, do you want me to share that Google slide or you want to share yourself? You're able to share now.
I'm going right here. There we go.
Awesome.
Coming. Done. Where do I go? Minimize. Where? Here it is. Okay, right there. No. Are you able to see it?
Yes.
Okay. Well, this is one of my students' work. This week we were working on angles and measurement. And so I give them a criteria that they need to follow. And each slide has a requirement. Where is, hold on, I'm sorry. And this is Nayeli Garcia by Nayeli Garcia. So they have to insert their Pixton. And for each slide, they have to change the pose and their attire and add the title and by. This is your first slide. And their second slide would be the title along with the definition. Their Pixton, once again, with a different attire so they can practice the uploading, downloading, and just to practice multitasking along with tying it in with math. And so here, this is the third slide again, trying to enhance their math and trying to have them review in different forms away from the STAR traditional format. And here she had her vocabulary words for angles and her additional vocabulary for the section of week 3. And again, changing her Pixton and posing and just trying to jazz it up, change it up a little bit. They're 9-year-old children trying to have a little fun along with learning. And so here they also practice inserting videos, and we try to find videos that correlate with whatever concept we're studying the week of. And so they're learning how to insert.
Ways to make plastics more dependable, recyclable, and
so we practice inserting videos, and of course we play the whole entire video, and they're presenting to the whole class. And then the next slide, which is slide number 5, they have to insert the different types of angles with the vocabulary word. They have to insert, and again, their Pixton, their title. And again here, continuing with protractor, which is also part of the week's concept. And then the last one is the I Spy, something for fun. They are supposed to insert their Pixton, and let's see if anybody can find the student along with some sound.
So we're not hearing the sound. You have to share the sound with us as well.
Okay, let me do that. Hold on. Okay, where do I share? Right here. Okay. Yeah, I'll be right there. Give me a minute. Setting. Where at? Hold on.
Stop sharing.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah,
Let me
go ahead and
stop.
stop sharing, and then when
Okay.
you go to sharing again, there's going to be an option to check a little checkbox to share your sound.
Is the sharing box? Hold on. Okay, hold on.
Up at the very top, it's include computer sound is like a little toggle.
Here it is. I see it. He doesn't want to. Doesn't want to.
Okay. that's
Couldn't
what we
share,
can-
couldn't share sound.
Okay.
Okay, well, I apologize for that. I see the toggle, it just doesn't want to.
No worries. We'll watch it without.
Are you able to see it? Let me see.
Not sure.
Where is it?
Go back.
Where do I go? Share.
Go back up to share.
There. Are you able to see it?
Yes.
Well, I'm sorry you can't hear it. They have music in the background and they insert their Pixton, and this is just a fun activity for the kids to look for their Pixton, and I can't even find it myself right now, but she inserted herself somewhere. And they have a good time doing that. So let me X this one out. Oh, let me go to mine. Let me share slide. Where's mine? Can I share this real quick? Where do I share? Is it okay? Okay, Deb, can you see this one? This is where I share my expectations, what is required on each slide. For example, the first one, I give them an example, exactly what I expect. Your colorful background, math background or colorful title must be centered, capital letters, by who, first name and last, Pixton on the lower right-hand side. So this is the first information or Google slides that I share with all the criteria for each slide. So just real quickly, I wanted to share with you slide 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is what I do with them. And on this last one, I added my Pixton and I'm right here. Can you all see me? Right here.
Yes.
So, and it has music in the background, but I don't know, something's up with my system. It's not allowing me to share. And so in addition to that, we're able to print the presentations, and then we put them out, and they take pride in their work, and they present to the whole class, and they really enjoy it. So just these are 9-year-old children, and they're having a good time with it. So I just wanted to share that with you all. So thank you so much. And that's Santos Livas, 4th grade. My name is Elizabeth Perez, and I'm here to learn from you all as well.
I love it. They look so professional.
Okay, thank you.
And really I remember back when I was in the gifted and talented department, like one of the goals for, students was to have a professional, quality presentations. So look, at 9-year-olds, they could do this. So
And
just
we're
imagine.
learning, and we're just trying to break away from the traditional worksheets, and it gets boring. They get tired, and I get tired, and let's have a little fun. And this is the future technology. It's here already. So
Yeah,
thanks for listening to me, everyone. I really appreciate it.
awesome.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you, Liz, for sharing.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for sharing. Now we have next Belinda Escamilla, teacher from Cantu Elementary. Belinda, take it away.
Hi, good afternoon. Thank you for inviting me also to present. So yes, just like Elizabeth was saying, the technology integration is new to all of us, but as times are moving on, that's what kids are doing nowadays. I teach 2nd grade, and I have about half of my students that have cell phones already. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like really, guys? Like, let 5th grade worry about cell phones, not 2nd grade. But that's what we have to deal with also with their phones. And we have to figure out a way to compete with that technology to keep their kids entertained in class also and wanting to come more. So I don't know, Debbie, if you wanted to just share like my slides where I like what my points were going to be. So basically what we do, or one of the things I like to do to integrate the technology with them for reading, is besides the curriculum that the district gives us, the Basel, at our campus, we purchase Storyworks magazines. So Storyworks is an amazing extra resource to have. If your school doesn't have it, I mean, you really should fight for it, because the kids are really getting to know different the multimodal texts. We have a magazine. So a lot of the times the kids don't know what that is. They get to look at it, they get to see how each magazine comes in. Every 2 months, we get a new magazine. The kids each have their own issue that they can have. Then besides that, it also has a digital format. So the kids not only get their paper one, but they're also able to log into their Google Classroom, click on the link, and go see the magazine online. And when they're online, they're able to do a lot of things with it. For example, we have those visual learners. Well, they might need a video. So it gives them videos that go with the selections. Some students are still, I mean, unfortunately, they can't read. They need it to be read to them. They're auditory. So it has that option also where they can listen to it being read to them. So we're able to do all of our differentiation with one magazine. Then it does also have quizzes for us. Well, like right here on that view, for example, if you can see at the top, it lets you get like a pen and mark it up. It lets you highlight parts of the text. It has the read it aloud where it reads it to you. You can put post-it, the sticky notes. You can spotlight only a section of the text. Kids are able to zoom in. So they're able to manipulate it and do a lot of things with it also on their screens, on their own. Like I was saying, when we give them, after we've already done all of these activities with it and the kids have seen videos, they've already read it, they've listened to it, they've read it with their partners, we're able to give them quizzes as well. So the beauty about this is it already has the quizzes embedded into the teacher resources. So we just click a button and you're able to download the Google Forms. Once you get the Google Forms, it gives it to us in a written form. Well, like that one right there, for example, I liked it because it was sequencing and it was a click and drag. So the kids are practicing, because STAR Test, the new format, there might be some of those click and drag in science where they're going to have to know how to do these little things that we as adults take for granted. So here the kids would click on the little picture and drag it to put the things in the sequence, the order of the story. I know this week for our curriculum, we're doing paired selections. And I had a 4th grade teacher that told me, like, 2nd grade does paired selections? And I'm like, yes, 2nd grade does paired selections too. Not at a 4th grade level, but it's being introduced to them already. And we're doing it, we did it with the gingerbread man, and then we did the real gingerbread, like the gingerbread, the cookies, the baking, where the history of how it got started, what is ginger? And then the kids were able to compare and contrast. And we give them their Google Forms, and we don't just expect like them to put in a check mark. Like they have to type in like why they were the similar, why they were different. They have to be able to answer all these questions. So for 2nd graders, that's also a really big challenge. They don't know how to type. I mean, a lot of them are barely learning how to write. Their penmanship skills are really bad still. So we're trying to get them, okay, we need to learn, because we need to practice the grammar skills also to get the kids ready for 3rd grade and up, where they're going to have to be typing everything come STAR Test. So that's the beauty of this. Their quizzes are not only multiple choice, but a lot of the things are also open-ended questions. So the kids have to go back and answer. And at the beginning, a lot of the times they just want to answer in just the answer itself. So like if we look at this one, the first one on non-tech fiction, text feature hunt was asking for the headline. But the other ones, the other questions, I try to get my kids used to, you have to answer in a complete sentence. And they're like, well, how do you spell this? No, you have to use the question, to help you. Like, look at the question. What is it asking? Use the words in the question to help you start your answer. So like number 2 tells you, what place does it point out? Like the globe. So the caption on page 22 says Mexico is what they wrote. For number 3, a bold word is important. Find a bold word in the article. Write it here. And then they gave us the word and the definition of what it was. If you look at the second one, the fact file also. Spotted skunks can't, and they write the complete sentence. Spotted skunks can do a handstand, stand on its front paws, and puff out its tail. So we can tell they're not grammatically correct, but it's good practice for them. We always remind them, start with a capital letter and with proper punctuation. Remember your spacing in between words. So we think it's hopefully by the time the art group goes to 3rd grade, they'll already be able to answer these questions a little bit more when they get those open-ended questions come STAR test, because we have them practicing all those grammar skills, the complete sentence and the typing. We have them going back to look for that textual evidence, citing, okay, well, don't just give me an answer. Tell me like where you found it. Like the caption on page 22 says Mexico. Like always having them go back and prove, go back and justify your answers. And like I said, it's a very good asset to have because it targets a lot of the new question types that the state is giving us. I don't know if anybody else here might already be using Storyworks in their classrooms or not, but I know here we do it school-wide. From 1st grade through 5th grade, everybody gets a class set of these magazines, and they help out a lot. And like we said, it's really neat because everything is online. Even if the kid is absent, they can still do their assignments because they can click on that online version of the magazine, read the stories, and be able to do their assignments. So I don't know if anybody has any questions or wants me to elaborate on something else. No, with that, I think that was the last slide. And those were student samples as well.
Your school pays for it?
Yes, our school pays for them for the subscriptions. I know before, a couple of years back, we used to have them only for 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. And we used to kind of like recycle them. So it was just like a set and the kids wouldn't ride on them. But then it's been about 3 years already that we've just been renewing the subscription. So we get the issues either every month or every 2 months, depending when they get published. But yes, they pay for all of them.
I like
It's a
that
good
resource.
investment. Yes.
Do you happen to know, like what age level the Storyworks goes up to? Like, do they go all the way through high school? Do you know, or?
I don't know about that because I know we work up to Storyworks 5. So we had Storyworks 2, which is for 2nd grade, 3, 4, and 5. This year is the first year that we get the Storyworks 1, which is for 1st grade. And like I said earlier, that's the beauty of this, that it's at their level. Like 2nd grade, like I told the 4th grade teacher, Miss Antiana, I'm like, yes, we also do paired selections. We are at a different level. It's being introduced to them, but every issue has paired selections. Every issue has a poetry. Every issue has your fiction. Every issue has the introductory, like little passages. They have so many resources there. Everything, like the new star is being reimaged. We have it all.
It's awesome. And it's like, it's current information. It's relevant to the students. You know, it's appealing to them, it looks like, you know.
Yes. Yeah, like this issue that we got, the one from last month, because we haven't started the February one yet, they opened the page, the Pokemon Cafe. The kids were like, Miss, we want to go. So we're like, okay, they wanted to take a field trip to Japan, I believe. But yes, it's
Now
like you said,
everybody's gonna
it's
ask their administrators if they can have Storyworks.
yes, it is. It's a very, very good asset to have. Good resources.
Awesome. Does anybody have any questions for Belinda?
If
Awesome
there's no
job.
questions, then we have our last presenter, which will be Veronica Hernandez, our teacher in CIT at Arnold Elementary. Go ahead, Vero.
I was just requesting my free copy of Storyworks because I'm on the website. Okay, hi, everyone. I'm going to be talking about Splash Learn. And I first learned about Splash Learn from our first Saturday training that we did on with you guys. The very first one. I think she was a CIT from a middle school. And she was doing Splash Learn. I need to open up the PowerPoint that you all sent so that I can have a little video there that I need to play. I'm sorry. I got distracted trying to get my free subscription.
Belinda's like, she just heard about this at lunch, so she's looking forward to seeing more about it.
Splash Learn.
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect timing.
Yes. And then my internet's been really slow here at my campus. I don't know why. Everyone's been bothering me, and I'm just like, guys, I don't control the Wi-Fi. I wish I did, but I don't.
You can't just snap your fingers.
I know, right? Wave my magic little wand.
Yes.
They're so funny. And then everyone's like, my Chrome is gone. I'm like, just reinstall it. How do I do that? I'm like, go to Software Center. So I'm like, if you would come to my meetings, you would know. Okay, so I'm gonna share. Hopefully my sound will come out. Include computer sound, Windows. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay. I'm right here. Let me know if you can hear it.
Yes, I think we can. It's a little bit low, but we do hear it.
More and more flexible learning environments are essential for the future of children's education. Software and services that can make remote learning more effective are crucial to meet the current demands of the education system. Splash Learn aims to offer both teachers and parents a progressive system to track and advance their students' learning. Pricing. While Splash Learn doesn't easily publish its pricing information, you can find it when starting a trial and looking to upgrade. All information we've been able to get on this topic was a mix of that method and user reports. According to users, teachers and parents with proper class codes have free access to their subscription, limited to school hours. The plans themselves are either reading, math, or reading and math. The reading plans start at $7.99 a month or $59.99 a year for one child, and $7.99 a month or $99 a year for up to 3 children. The math plan is the exact same pricing, $7.99 a month for both one child and up to 3 children, and $59.99 a year for one child or $99 a year for up to 3 children. The reading and math account starts at $11.99 a month for one child or up to 3 children, and $89.99 a year for one child and $149 a year for up to 3 children. Looking at top competitors, Splash Learn is quite competitively priced compared to Prodigy, IXL, or Mathletics. While Prodigy has a more inclusive free plan, their paid plan structure and yearly pricing is a bit higher at $75 a year, but it is also a little more involved to take on education gamification. Splash Learn's pricing could make it a great tool for homeschooling and smaller education institutions. The features that Splash Learn claims to set itself apart are its adaptive questions that adjust as the student continues to develop at their own pace. Similarly, the learning path itself is a feature that is claimed to adjust to their skill level and pace of learning. This should alleviate any issues of needing to reach for lesson plans or curriculum. The other main marketed features are their progress reports for parents and teachers to follow along, and that Splash Learn allows for offline access. These features are all common areas that Splash Learn's competitors are compared against. How they compare, though, will greatly depend on your teaching needs and your students' needs. Splash Learn uses coins and prizes as their incentives within their take on education gamification, which should be compared to other tools methodology. For example, Prodigy uses a continually evolving character with pets to incentivize students, resembling a classic role-playing game. Splash Learn is a fun game-based learning tool that can really benefit homeschooled students with some interactive challenges. It's also great to use as a fun addition to any classroom. That being said, Splash Learn is a fairly simple solution that should not be overly relied upon as a primary classroom tool. Especially for those contending with remote learning needs, knowing the degree to which you can lean on a solution like Splash Learn is key. Users of Splash Learn have their own takeaways, and many find that it's user-friendly. They enjoyed the detailed progress and analytics reports, and they like how easy it is to set up different classrooms and assign lessons to specific students. It should be noted that the majority of user reviews are overwhelmingly positive, but issues users do seem to report are that questions can become repetitive, there are missing areas of their curriculum, and results can be slow to update on their dashboard. Splash Learn is a great gamification addition to any classroom. With its competitive pricing and fun activities, it can be used to increase student engagement and mix up things in the classroom. While there are limitations and use cases to be conscious of, those that do use Splash Learn have mostly positive things to say. If you use a different classroom gamification tool that you've found helpful, let us know about it in the comments. Thanks for watching. As always, like.
Okay, so I just wanted to give you that little quick video just to show you all the things that it offers. I'm going to go ahead and show you mine that I use, my account with my students. So when I set my account up, can you still see that I'm going through my windows? Yes? Okay. So when I set it up, I set it up using my Google. I didn't set it up using my Clever account. And so, but my students can get to it using my page. So what they do is they go to my owl, and in my page, my Splash Learn is there. And so it's a little hippo. And I have it hearted so that when they go into my page, they know to click on the hippo, and then they go directly to it. And then they log in. And when they log in, they have a class code, and then they have a password. But I'll log in as myself. I'm a teacher. It's free for teachers, but if the parents want to like use it more, then that's why I gave you the pricing. So it's free for us because we're teachers. So I logged in through my Google. You can connect it through your Clever if you choose. And I had it connected for my daughter under my parent account as well. But so this is your dashboard, and this is what it looks like. And then so like I have my class code up here in the left-hand corner, and then I have my class password, and then I have my dashboard, and I have where I can download worksheets, where I can assign curriculum, and it's very user-friendly. You click your assignment, and you can go by addition, subtraction, place value, up to the thousands, time and money, measurement, and geometry, and it's ticks aligned. And so if I want to assign this one, I could assign it or I could play it with my students in the classroom, which is what my kids like, that they're able to, I can use it to introduce, I can use it to close, I can use it as an activity with them.
There is something behind the bush. Let's check it out. It's a trampoline. Wow, we can now jump to the other side of the river. What? How? I will show you how. Boing, boing, bippity, boppity, bounce. Yoo-hoo! I am still.
And so I just wanted to show you what they look like. They're fun. My kids prefer using this to, they imagine math. They really like it. And so, and they also have it for reading. And so you can assign your curriculum in reading, you click new assignment, and I'll just go like through a decodable book just so you can see what it looks like. And then so you can, again, go through it with your kids. You can use it for story time. And it's pretty neat. The kids enjoy it. It's something different than Mayan, and they're not AR testable books, but it helps with that literacy and that print. And so it can read to you, or you can read it by yourself.
Sharks are big fish that live in water. They can be found all over the world.
And then
Sharks
They can
are
repeat it
big
again if they
fish
choose,
that live in water.
and then they can keep going. And I like that it has a little interactiveness for them.
Sharks don't have bones in.
So I've assigned different activities for them. But so when you first go in, you would create your account like for yourself, right? And then you can enable the home access. I haven't done that yet. I'm thinking of doing that this upcoming 6 weeks for them to do like online reading at home. So it gives them something else to do. But I can also go to my students and I can see, let's see, I can see, what do I want to look at? Where's Emmanuel? I can click on Emmanuel, and then I can look at what he's worked on. So he has 9 math assignments and 15, and then I can look at what he's done. So I can see what he worked on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, and where he hasn't finished like different assignments. So I've been using it since November, but I don't use it like every day. It's more like a reward, like, okay, on Fridays we're done testing, so we'll go in and use it. But you can print reports on your students. Oh, I exited it out. Let me bring it back. I'm so sorry. So I can go back to my teacher dashboard. And then if I want to see like, I want to do assessments, I can do assessments, I can do reviews for them, a daily activity, I can get a class report. So in the class report, it'll tell you what they've mastered, what's satisfactory, what they can do better on, what needs improvement, or what is in progress, what they're still finishing. Bye. And so here I can see telling time is an issue for my kids. So I can see here that recognizing the penny and nickel for the ones that have done it, I can see where I'm at. And then I can look at the measurement. I can see the kids who have done like the measurement activities, because we just finished doing measurement last 6 weeks. So I can see and read and analyze data and graphs. My kids are still struggling. It's not too bad, but I need to work on them more with that. Picture graphs, they're little, they're still struggling. So I like that. So it helps me also to gauge where my instruction is going. And now that we're starting enrichment, I can pick these areas and tutor them in those areas, or I can keep them from PE and say, okay, hey, you guys, you need help in this area. We're gonna go over something real quick, 15 minutes, and then I can get them back to class, like wherever they're going. But that's about it. It's very user friendly, and it's easy to assign the curriculum. If I don't know if there's any questions. Did I go too fast?
What
Anything?
what grade levels does it have? Do you
It goes
know,
all the way to
like
5th.
5th grade? Okay.
Yeah, kindergarten to 5th. So like if I have kids that are struggling right now with time, I could go to kinder and see if kinder has time and go back and reintroduce with kinder. And then I could say, okay, I could take the assignment back and then I can reassign it, or I can download some worksheets for them and say, okay, let's do some worksheets on time, because this is where we were struggling. And so it has it broken up for them, and I just click on time, and then I have worksheets there that I can tutor them with. And I just have to download and print them, or I can assign them if I wanted to as a PDF and have them edit it in their Chromebooks. And it has a lot of different activities. So it's just another tool that you can use to help you go back and reteach. And it's just something different. And I like it. There's aspects of it that I prefer than Imagine Math, just because I can have something to work with them when I know that they're falling behind on a skill. And when they use Imagine Math, there's really nothing that I can like print out and say, hey, like let's work on this with you. So
perfect, because then you can use their Imagine Math, and then this will be like
Yeah.
your supplement for,
Exactly.
you know, the extra. I love it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm. So I use both of them.
Love
Got
it.
that.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
When you first log in and you create your teacher account, are you able to sync it with your students using
Yes.
Google Classroom, or do you
you-
have to manually enter each name?
No, you can sync it. So here I'll go to that dashboard. So you go to your profile and you go to manage classrooms. And so it's linked here to my Google Classroom. And then so like
then
when students get
can you
added,
just give it to them also there?
yes, I
Like,
can
can you
give it
just
to,
assign it directly to the classroom and the
Yeah,
kids would just click in the Google Classroom and go in?
you could assign it there. I just find it like my kids they know how to just go into, like, it's however you choose, like you want to do it. But yeah, you could do it like that.
Yeah, because I know like when we use the Ed site, we always have it like the assignment is in the Google Classroom. The kids already know. They click on it, it
Mhm.
opens up Ed site. They click on login with Google account. Like, they already know their steps.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah, you could do it like that. I opt like to do, even when my kids do ed site, like um I they know to click the link in the Google Classroom for ed site, like they know how to click the link in the Google Classroom for their but the reason why I do it like this is because they interchange. So like if they're doing iStation and I say, okay, now it's time for uh Slash Learn. So it's all in there clever, and they just know, you know, go to my owl. And so that's why I do it like this, because I'll switch them. So some days I'll do, like, if I'm doing reading and I'm doing at my centers, some days they get to do iStation at one center, and then they get to do Splash Learning reading in another center. And so they go from Clever, like they're in Clever, so they just go from that station to the other station. They don't have to get up from their chairs because they're just switching programs. So that's why I'm not integrating it like that in the Google Classroom. Yes. But yes, you can assign it.
Great. Great job, Veronica.
Thank you. Let me stop presenting.
And just to finish this up, thank you very much everyone for joining us. Don't forget that we will be having our next sessions starting in February. This is our last session for the month. You can reach us out via email at valentin.guerra, deborah.pingle, marco.torres, of course at psjaz.us. Once again, thank you for joining us, and this is our last Amino Recharge for January.
And we need to do a door prize before we go.
Let me see.
I
We
will
do the
stop the
clock.
recording. Thank you, ladies.